talk about it. So,
All right, fellas, let's move on with the new NFL rules. Champ, I'm gonna let you go first. The NFL rules, the touchback rules. It's now moved to the 35-yard line. The technology. Remember, I mean, they're still going to use the chain gang, but as an alternative, they're going to heavily rely on technology as far as with the QB sneak, stuff like that. I do not want the tush push to be banned. I mean, the Green Bay Packers, they've advocated for the tush push to be banned. Even your head coach, Raheem Morris, has talked about it. And plus, there's been a report by the NFL proving there's no evidence of injuries of the tush push. Okay. So, and we've had conversations about the tush push before. Look, my thing is with the tush push, do I like watching it? No. But at the same time, if it works, I can't blame you. It's kind of like basketball, how people implement take away the most dominant player or the best player by putting them at the free throw line, the hack a Shaq. I don't like the hack a Shaq because it slows the game, but at the same time, I can understand from a competitive standpoint, you trying to win. So I can't knock you for using that. But the no swipe, they got again, CD Lamb's no swipe that's no longer there anymore. Otherwise, that's gonna be a 15-yard penalty. What do you think about the new rules, champ? And of course, the overtime rules. Both teams have a chance to have the ball on overtime, 10 minutes. What do you make of the new rules?
oh, look, I think it's a good thing that both teams get to have the ball at the end. I think that that's a good thing. I think that's what I think. If that was the one thing that I could think that could make the NFL more competitive, is that right there. As far as them wanting to ban a tush push, stop the play. Stop the play. I mean, that's the only thing I could either think of a way to stop the play, or stop complaining about it. I really think that a lot of these teams, like I said, I've been on record and comparing it before. Remember when a lot of teams were lobbying in the commissioner's office, talking about how illegal that the no huddle offense was back when uh, Sam Weiss and Boomer Esiason was running it back in the late 80s. They start making a mockery of the game during that time. They even Marv Levy was talking about how he was gonna, go to the commissioner's office and say how illegal that was. That's what I compare the tush push to. It's an innovation that once everybody figures out how to run it, then it's going to be more of an innovation than a problem, much like the no huddle offense was and the K gun offense was. And ironically, the very team that complained about the no huddle offense being used the entire game is the very team that revolutionized it once again in the 90s in the form of the Buffalo Bills when Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas went to 4 straight Super Bowls. So, yeah, it's an innovation. Figure out how to stop it. Figure out how to stop it. If there's no injuries involved in this and it's been proven, why are you so opposed to it? Figure out how to stop it or neutralize them to the point where they can't use it. Neutralize the team to the point where they can't use it. When they're in a 4th and 4 situation, it's a hell of a lot harder to use a tush push then than when it's in 4th and 1. All I'm saying, stop somebody. This is not, like I said, and I've been on record saying this. Them trying to get this ban is sort of like them intentionally walking Barry Bonds.
Mm.
Them trying to ban the tush push is kind of like them intentionally walking Barry Bonds. Where's the competition in this? Where's the competition in this? Figure out a way to stop it. Figure out a way to neutralize it. And who knows? Maybe the big defensive tackle that's coming out of Florida, I think his name is Desmond Thomas.
464 pounds.
Maybe he can be the revolutionary that gives a team a chance to stop the tush push. Maybe he can be that of this generation, but figure out a way to stop it. As far as the touchback rule, why are you giving teams almost half the field? You might as well just put them on the 40-yard line. They might as well. If you really want me to be honest with you, if you really want me, the team might as well just do an illegal procedure the entire game. They might as well just do a legal procedure because they're going to get on the 35-yard line anyway. Or they should squib kick the entire game. Because why are we giving teams the offense more of an advantage once again? We took it from the 20 to the 25. Now, then it was at the 30. Now it's at the 35-yard line. You're almost 3 plays within field goal range.
Mm-hmm.
When are we going to stop giving the offense the advantage all the time?
Well, Champ, here I'm reading it here from an article of the DallasCowboysNews.com regarding the touchback. The change to the rule comes on the touchback where the ball will now come out to the receiving team's 35-yard line if the kickoff results in a touchback. Last season, it came out to the 30. The goal is to incentivize more teams to stay away from touchbacks and increase the amount of returns.
Okay, well, we finna squib kick that thing the entire game. Go put you on the 20. So the thing is, touchbacks were considered at one point, a good thing. Now it's like, hey, I don't know what the NFL is doing. It seems like they're trying to do everything they can to get the offense the advantage. And then once the defense catches up with them, then they're going to try to implement another rule. You essentially just gave them hellified field position in order to, like I said, you essentially 3 plays out of field goal range.
I think they're just trying to make it more offensive friendly. But to your point, Champ, there's nothing really more that the offense can do. I mean, the defenses have evolved. They've gotten better. I mean, as much as we would love to see more fantasy football stats and numbers, NFL is just going to have to accept it for what it is. Too much. I mean, I'm all for change, but too much change can be a bad thing. And sometimes we just got to keep on with tradition. And I asked him the question in the group chat, should the tush push should be banned? Daddy Dennis said, I think so. It's a rugby play. He said standard quarterback will be destroyed doing it regularly. I think it's referring Desmond Ridder, the cream in a 2-ton of mankind sandwich, very scary. Sign an 80-pound player and then have 2 other players then throw 8 yards down the field, unstoppable. And 35-yard line seems extreme. But it seems like to me it's just more of a reason for offense to score more points. But at the same time, as much as we love seeing numbers and stats, eye-popping numbers, you're still ignoring the defense. And that's what I hate.
Yes.
And now you're underestimating the special teams, and you're taking away an opportunity for them to put food on their plate, clothes on their back. So now all of this. So what are you going to try to do now? I mean, we talked about the tush push several times, Champ. If you want to make all these changes, hell, play touch football. For all I care.
And you'll lose half of America if you do that. You'll lose half of them, more than half. What they need to stop doing is stop trying. I understand we're trying to attract more casual fans, the casual fan. But let's not get about the savants and the historians, the people who love the purity of the game. Because you remember when that foolish man, Mel Kiper.
Did we lose him?
I don't know.
Y'all remember when they said that? It was.
Oh,
no, I'm sorry. When Mel Kiper said that.
Champ, you were kind of lagging a little bit. What did you say about Mel Kiper?
Y'all remember when Mel Kiper said last year? Can you hear me now?
No, we can hear you now.
Okay, you remember when Mel Kiper said last year when they had the 2 deep safety, the safety's high? He said that they should ban that because it's stopping the offense from throwing deeper passes. Like, you might as well ban the cover 2 if you was going to do that. That's all that is a modified version of the cover 2. And I'm a darn lineman, and I know that. So every time the defense catches up with the offense, whether than stopping it or making it so where a lot of these offensive coaches have to be innovative and things of that nature, they often change the rules. I remember when Tom Landry, when his offense wasn't very, very good, his offensive line was trash. I mean, garbage, hot garbage truck juice. Do you know what innovation came out because his offensive line was not that good? The shotgun offense. That's what innovation comes from. We have to make it so these coaches and these players have to be innovative. If you can't stop the tush push, hey, bring back the 46 defense in order to try to stop it. Load the gap. Rather than putting the defensive end in there, put 3 defensive tackles in there, see if you can stop them. One more goal line defenses in order to stop the run.
But my thing is, I'm sorry, go ahead, champ.
My bad. It's time that we stop trying to cater one side of the ball and let's take it back so these guys have to be innovative. Remember, Chad Pennington didn't have the strongest arm when he went to Miami because remember, Brett Favre had to take his place, right? He didn't have the strongest arm. What came out of that? The Wildcat. So let's make it so where these offensive coordinators and these offensive guys have to do their jobs. It's just like exactly.
I hate almost all the changes in sports over the last decade. It has all been motivated by making the game more fun for gamblers and casuals. And yeah, to your point, Chad, but when you talk about casualty, NFL, you already done as much with casualty. Hell, you got Taylor Swift coming to the Chiefs games. Anytime, whenever you see a Kansas City Chiefs game, and whenever you see Travis Kelce catching the ball, scoring a touchdown, they automatically gonna show Taylor Swift. You already getting the Super Bowls. You're getting casuals. I mean, you're getting Kendrick Lamar. Hell, you even got Serena Williams doing the crip walk during the Super Bowl. Heck, you've even got the performances and stuff like that. What more do you need? If you're taking away the pure nature of football, essentially, what are you doing to your diehard fans? That's like Vince Russo taking away the pure nature of wrestling and just focusing on the entertainment part. No wonder why, as Jim Cornette called them, bleep stains. Not going to use the exact term, but he did call them bleep stains for a reason. Yeah. So, and if you take away that pure nature of football, then essentially what you're going to do, you're going to alienate diehard fans like ourselves, and it's going to drive us to a point, should we watch this type of football? Or better yet, let's watch something else.
Yeah, and people are already on the fence about it as well. So, look, it's always good to draw new fans in. Always good. And you know that offense and the quarterbacks are going to draw those in. And another reason why I think that, and this is a hot take, this is probably the hottest take that I'm ever probably going to have. I think another reason why they're trying to give the offense the advantage, a lot of these quarterbacks that are coming out in the draft, we saw over the past few years, they're underprepared. Anthony Richardson, Will Levis, just to name a few. A lot of these quarterbacks that are coming out of college, they're unprepared. They're not prepared as the guys who came before them.
A lot of them haven't been watching film.
Yeah, they're very unprepared. And guess what? When these new quarterbacks are coming in the league, they're not used to the systems. They haven't been in a system long enough in order for them to adjust themselves. They've been going through the transfer portal a lot. So when they get to the NFL, they're very underdeveloped. They're very unprepared. And guess what? They're trying to make sure that the defenses don't catch up with these unprepared quarterbacks, so they can have the viewership. Like I said, I believe a lot of this moving the goalposts for the offense stems from these dual quarterbacks being very much unprepared. They're not prepared. So they're going to try to dumb it down for them as much as possible to make them seem a little bit better than what they really are. So I think that's a lot of what these offensive changes is for. Because of, like I said, these underdeveloped and underprepared quarterbacks that are entering the league. Because as of lately, we saw C.J. Stroud, we saw Jaden Daniels, but look at what we saw in the form of Bryce Young up until recently, I would say. Look at what we saw in the form of Will Levis. Look at what we saw in the form of Anthony Richardson. A lot of these guys are unprepared at the quarterback position, so they're trying to give them more of an advantage so that the defense won't, so they won't crap out when it comes to the defense catching up with them. So that's what I believe a lot of these offensive changes is for.
BRF.
I don't know how to really feel about it because, like, I was against the initial, like, the whole. They're doing a little too much for my liking. Like, if it ain't one thing, it's another thing. We cut this, we change this. Oh, this ain't working. Let's change this. It's like you're gonna run out. It's like almost like you're gonna run out of options. Like you hope you just find something and stick with it and hope that it works without having to like change how this operates and change how this operates every day. I mean, it's too much. It's a lot. And yeah, you really. I mean, for all intents and purposes, if you want to thank Devin Hester for this, absolutely. Because I mean, him having that season he had back in back in like 06, like that season like 06 when the Chicago Bears went to the Super Bowl, like he made it look easy to a lot of people when it's really not that hard to return kicks and punts at the level that he did. So the touchbacks going to the 35, I mean, yeah, you kind of get that sense like, oh, well, offense is starting to build some momentum. Okay, let's stop it. Let's say, hey, we're about to order these, and these. We're going to have these available for you guys. And I'm just like, it's one of those you just say, okay, and you just keep it pushing. But, I mean, honestly, though, it's me personally, they should have just left it the way it was instead of always trying to change this and change that, unless they already see like a drastic improvement as far as like behavior and stuff like that. But still, I don't know. It's just I don't know. I feel like with this rule change and stuff, they doing a little too much. They doing a little too much for me, and they should have. I mean, like it's just like I said, going back to Devin Hester, it's crazy how one man has just single-handedly changed the outlook of how you look at special teams and how it operates. It's like it's like you have to like nowadays you have to be like the fact that you're barely getting kickoffs come your way, you're barely getting opportunities because everything has really been touchbacks. I mean, I was always all for like the kick returns and the punt returns and the guys that specialized that and did it like really, really well. The Brian Mitchells of the world, the Joshua Cribbs, you got just guys like that who specialize in the art of the special teams return, and the Allen Rossums of the world. Yeah, like you're not like, yeah, you're not, unless somebody is just like in tune and just knows what they're doing, you're not really gonna see those guys really kind of like, you're not gonna see those guys really stand out because the opportunities aren't going to be there. And yeah, like the offense getting the ball at the 35-yard line is like, oh man, the defense the defense starting to catch us, starting to get a little edge. Okay, boom, let's do this. Offense is instantly starting on the 35-yard line on the touchback. It's like, oh, great, yeah. Another way you try to turn it in the hands of the offense to give them the advantage. Oh, great, yay, good job, Roger Goodell, you go. So me personally, I'm just I am not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of that rule change personally. I just feel like starting it on the 35 is just the 30 is bad enough. When you get like the 35-yard line, it almost feels like a little overkill. It's almost like you're welcoming the offense at that point. If you kick it, the only thing I'll say, it will force the kicking teams to really kind of I would say get a little more air on it as opposed to just aiming it to get a touchback. Because the way a lot of these offenses are, they can take it at the 35-yard line, score 3 plays. So yeah, it's I don't like the rule change personally, but I don't know. I was always a big fan of the kick returner and the punt returner. So seeing them just keep kind of like throwing stuff on, I kind of hate it. But I mean, like I said, if moving it to the 35 is going to give kick returner, like punt returners, and well, kick returners for that matter, if it's going to give them more of an opportunity to really try to shine and really kind of flip field position and kind of get numbers and whatnot, then I'm for it. But even still, though, I'm not like, I don't know, I'm not a fan.
BRL, can I ask you a question real quick?
Shoot it.
When Allen Robinson was playing bad, what did you call him?
When he was playing bad?
Yeah.
What did we call him?
Because I remember when he was playing bad, me and my dad used to call him Allen Possum. So
I never went that far with Allen Robinson. I never went that far. But
we used to call him Allen Possum when he was playing bad.
Wow. Shout out there. He's an Atlanta Falcons legend. He's one of the greatest kick return. He's greatest punt returners of all time. Shout out to Allen Russell, man. Shout out to the great Allen Russell, man. The fact that we can even get his name mentioned on anything, just shout out to him. One of the most underrated special teamers in the history of the sport. Shout out to Allen Russell.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Daddy Dennis, he continued with some comments. He said, need to stop running 3rd and 4th stringers down at full speed, just asking for trouble. 20 was fine, 25 a bit too much, 35 is this football? So appreciate you, Daddy Dennis, for all these comments, man.